Have you ever felt a profound sense of loneliness, a deep isolation that makes you question your very existence and ponder why a higher power might allow such a state? It can be an incredibly frustrating and bewildering experience, not understanding the reasons behind your solitude. And perhaps even more confronting is the thought that this very state of being alone, this feeling of disconnection, might actually be part of a grander, divine plan. Yet, in these moments of questioning, of quiet despair, it is absolutely crucial to remember that a higher power understands every fiber of your being, every single emotion you are experiencing. This divine intelligence has placed you precisely where you need to be at this exact juncture in your life's journey, for reasons that will ultimately unfold for your greatest good. It's entirely possible, even probable, that friends and family whom you believed would be unwavering pillars in your life, those who swore eternal loyalty and presence, have inexplicably distanced themselves. This departure might have occurred unexpectedly, leaving you a profound and echoing void within your heart, a space that aches with the absence of what once was. This sudden emptiness can feel unbearable, like a core part of you has been ripped away. However, I urge you to take heart, to find courage in this very emptiness. For this perceived void, this aching space, can in fact be seen as a sacred invitation, an open doorway for something infinitely greater, something truly divine to enter and fill it completely. It is not an abandonment, but a preparation. Consider this. Perhaps the very individuals who entered your life, with all their vibrancy and demands, inadvertently drew your focus away from your deeper, essential divine connection. They might have, however unintentionally, kept you in a state of spiritual disconnect, subtly diverting your energy from what truly nourishes your soul. When life begins to feel devoid of genuine meaning, when it settles into a monotonous routine, or when every day presents an insurmountable challenge, it very often signifies a critical truth. We have been striving tirelessly to fulfill ourselves with everything except that sacred, singular connection. This profound inner void, this deep yearning within your spirit, is not meant for human companionship, material possessions, or worldly achievements. It is uniquely and divinely designed to be filled by a divine presence, and by that presence alone. Nothing else will ever truly satisfy the longing of an unfulfilled heart. In the quiet, sacred chambers of your heart, a gentle yet powerful divine voice is perpetually waiting to be heard. If you consciously choose to engage in sincere prayer, if you intentionally embrace moments of silence, allowing the clamor of the world to recede, that soft, profound voice will begin to communicate with you with crystal clarity. It is precisely in the brave act of acknowledging your solitude, in embracing your perceived emptiness, and in humbly recognizing your absolute dependence on something far beyond yourself, that a higher power can truly, wholly fill you. Open your heart, open your spirit, and allow this divine presence, this infinite love, to enter every crevice of your being. Understand this truth deeply. No human relationship, no fleeting material possession, no prestigious career, no amount of social standing can ever truly, ultimately satisfy the profound longing that resides within an unfulfilled heart. This is a unique and sacred emptiness that only a divine connection, a direct link to the source of all being, can genuinely address and permanently resolve. Sometimes, in its infinite wisdom and boundless love, a higher power guides you specifically to these moments of isolation precisely because it desires to connect with you on an even deeper, more intimate level. It's a calling to a profound, personal communion. I want you to internalize this truth. You are not forgotten. You are not truly alone in the vastness of the universe. And your every thought, every whisper, every prayer is heard. At some point in our lives, almost universally, we all experience profound feelings of isolation. This doesn't always necessitate being physically alone in an empty room, separated from all human contact. Even amidst the bustling company of others, surrounded by friends, family, or colleagues, a pervasive and aching sense of loneliness can inexplicably persist, a silent echo in the soul. For those committed to a spiritual path, a significant and often challenging aspect of true personal growth lies in developing a new understanding, a deeper appreciation, and even a profound love for moments of solitude. As individuals of faith, there are indeed times when we are called or even compelled to be alone, to intentionally withdraw from the incessant distractions and overwhelming noise of the world. This is a practice mirrored by countless spiritual figures throughout history, a deliberate dedication to prayer, profound contemplation, and deep communion with the divine. It is in these sacred quiet times that true revelation and inner transformation can occur. While there is certainly a vital and enriching time for communal fellowship, for sharing beliefs and experiences with others who walk a similar spiritual path, there is also an absolutely crucial time for an intimate, personal, and profound fellowship with the divine. Feeling alone, rather than being a burden, can be reimagined as a precious opportunity to cultivate an infinitely stronger, more vibrant relationship with a higher power by consciously drawing closer through fervent prayer and silent listening. Believe this with all your heart. Only this divine connection, this direct link to the source of all love and light, can truly, completely, and permanently fill this emptiness that no earthly thing can satisfy. It is imperative to deeply understand that a higher power desires for you to communicate openly, honestly, and without reservation, just as you would with your most trusted and beloved friend. This divine presence will never, ever turn you away. Its embrace is unconditional and everlasting. The profound peace that washes over us, that settles deep within our souls when our focus is singularly and authentically placed on the divine, is simply indescribable. This transcendent peace has the power to alleviate all worries about the perceptions or actions of others, to dissolve any troubles or anxieties weighing heavily on your mind. It serves as a constant, powerful reminder of an unconditional, boundless love, and it reassures us with unwavering certainty not to worry, for we are eternally and divinely cared for. Therefore, by diligently keeping our focus, our attention, and our intention centered on a higher power, we come to profound realization that we are, in truth, never truly alone. This sacred presence is always near, actively and meticulously working in our lives, guiding us toward a greater purpose, a higher destiny. We never have to imagine, even for a moment, that the divine is distant, aloof, or far beyond our reach. This is because its sacred, all-encompassing presence is always, always with us, closer than our very breath. Take a moment now. Close your eyes, take a deep, cleansing breath, and simply allow yourself to sense this profound, ever-present reality. It brings with it an instantaneous and profound sense of peace, a quiet calm that stills the soul. In these illuminated moments, you might suddenly realize profound truths you've previously overlooked, insights that were always there but obscured by the noise of life. You can now consciously choose to fill those moments that once felt isolating and lonely with the undeniable truth that you are, in every single moment, surrounded by an ever-present, loving companion. The fundamental key, the most crucial realization, is to recognize and fully embrace that you always have this constant, unwavering companion by your side, guiding your every step. This profound realization, this deep sense of inner companionship, is precisely what a higher power desires for you to achieve by allowing you to experience periods of solitude. These moments are not punishments, but gifts designed to foster this realization. As it is beautifully and powerfully written in sacred texts, a promise that echoes through eternity. I am with you always, even at the end of the age. Allow yourself to be deeply encouraged, to be uplifted by the loving, constant presence of your guiding light, your divine companion, knowing with absolute certainty that it always stands by you, a steadfast anchor in life's storms. A defining characteristic of truly strong, deeply loving relationships, whether human or divine, is that individuals intentionally carve out and cherish intimate time alone together. This dedicated, undistracted presence nurtures the bond. Similarly, for those who cultivate a vibrant and authentic spiritual life, a profound joy lies in prioritizing and consistently creating periods to be completely alone with the divine, to listen deeply through sacred teachings, to absorb divine wisdom, and to respond sincerely and wholeheartedly in prayer. These are the moments where the spiritual connection deepens beyond measure. Remember the powerful examples set by countless spiritual leaders throughout history, who frequently sought solitude to pray and connect with the divine after sending away crowds of followers. A day, a week, or even a season of feeling alone can be beautifully reinterpreted as a direct, personal invitation from a higher power to spend focused, quality time with you. In these moments, you are never truly left alone. Indeed, you're most profoundly accompanied when you are alone with the divine. Consider this profound truth. Everything truly creative, Everything that brings forth something new ultimately emerges from silence, from stillness. Your very thoughts arise from the stillness of nothingness. Your consciousness emerges from this profound void, and your very essence, your deepest self, springs from this foundational emptiness. All true creativity, all genuine innovation, and all deep insights require some form of stillness, some sacred quiet. Your unique goals and personal ambitions, the very aspirations that define your path, may inherently set you apart from others. And you may find that you desperately need these focused moments of solitude to nurture and cultivate them into reality. A higher power profoundly desires for you to achieve your highest goals, your truest potential, and sometimes this unwavering pursuit absolutely requires that you be alone, unburdened by distractions or differing agendas. In these instances, it is far more beneficial to be alone, focus on your divine connection and purpose, than to be in the company of those who, however well-intentioned, inadvertently hinder your true progress or distract you from your calling. There's an old, profound saying that resonates deeply with this truth. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Perhaps, just perhaps, a higher power is actively guiding you onto a specific path, a unique journey that requires both speed and unwavering focus. For you to truly embark on this particular journey alone, to navigate with precision and purpose, you need to travel lightly, unencumbered by external influences, and move quickly towards your divine destiny. Therefore, if you find yourself currently in a state of solitude, understanding this profound purpose, recognizing it as a strategic divine placement, can dramatically change your perspective and make you feel significantly less lonely, imbuing your aloneness with meaning. Ultimately, a higher power is meticulously striving to build a powerful sense of inner reliance within you. This is not about fostering independence in the divine itself, for our connection to the divine is eternal and essential. Rather, it is about cultivating independence from solely relying on other people, from placing your ultimate trust and fulfillment in fleeting human connections. Sacred texts throughout history offer consistent and vital caution against placing complete, unquestioning trust in human beings, for human nature is inherently fallible and imperfect. Think back, honestly, in your own life, how many times have you placed your deepest trust in others, only to face profound disappointment, a sense of betrayal, or an aching void? Every time you trusted a man, a woman, a boy, or a girl, what was a consistent outcome? Very often, tragically, it led to repeated failures, dashed hopes, and deep, recurring disappointments. Therefore, please, for the sake of your own soul's peace and stability, consciously choose to place your ultimate trust, your unwavering faith, and your deepest reliance in a higher power. This, in so many instances, is the fundamental, primary reason for these periods of profound solitude in your life. It's why certain endeavors you pursued with passion and dedication ultimately haven't worked out as you meticulously planned. It's why people whom you trusted implicitly, those you believed would always be there, have in fact let you down, sometimes dramatically. It's why moments that once seemed absolutely perfect, aligned as if by destiny, suddenly went inexplicably awry, leading to painful separation and unforeseen endings. The person you genuinely thought you could not live without, the very cornerstone of your emotional world, eventually left. The business or career you considered your life's purpose, your very identity, suddenly ended and you were let go from it. But guess what? Despite all these losses, all these profound shifts, you are still here. You are still standing. If, in its boundless wisdom, a higher power desires for you to be alone, it is most often to bring forth something entirely new, something truly transformative within your very being. These periods of solitude, believe it or not, can prove to be the most profoundly transformative times in one's entire life. These are the sacred moments for genuine introspection, for deep, unfiltered soul searching, where you can truly discover your authentic self and your divine purpose. Spiritual leaders and mystics throughout history have cherished and actively sought out quiet, solitary time, understanding that these are the moments where they can most deeply and intimately commune with the divine, receiving guidance and profound spiritual nourishment. So please, when you observe people leaving your life without any apparent reason, when you know deep within your heart that you haven't done anything inherently wrong to cause their departure, hold this truth firmly in mind. A a higher power might be intentionally and strategically separating you from them. Sacred teachings across various traditions speak powerfully of being set apart, of being uniquely chosen for a special purpose. Something truly unique, something profoundly different, may initially be overlooked, misunderstood, or even openly despised by the world. But rest assured, at some future, divinely appointed point, that very thing which was once despised will be profoundly recognized, deeply honored, and celebrated. A higher power is meticulously setting you up for honor, for a grander manifestation of your purpose. Therefore, when you feel lonely, when the weight of isolation presses upon you, remember this profound truth. A higher power is not abandoning you. It is distinguishing you, setting you apart, and meticulously preparing you for something truly great, something beyond your current comprehension. Do not feel disheartened. Do not sink into depression. Instead, uplift your spirit, for a higher power is absolutely in control, meticulously orchestrating every aspect of your life. Allow this divine presence, this infinite, loving energy, to completely fill that space within you, to expand and occupy more and more of your inner being. Remember, this divine presence is vast, all-encompassing, and limitless, capable of filling every void. I envision you emerging from this period of solitude stronger, more resilient, and ultimately building meaningful, divinely aligned connections. This will happen as you consciously release what no longer serves your highest good and gracefully surrender to the intricate, perfect divine plan for your life. May you be profoundly blessed on this journey,